LH Cigars is a brand that established itself well in the international marketplace before coming to the U.S. The LH Lavida Habana limited edition features a blend that consists of an Ecuadorian Vuelta Abajo seed wrapper, while the binder and filler contain Nicaraguan, Brazilian, as well as Peruvian tobaccos. We're going to take this one to the dungeon, y'all. I'll meet you over there.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy Q Morgan in the building. Welcome to another edition of Blowing the Budget. Here we highlight those budget-friendly cigars, as well as introduce our new smoker friends to this cigar lifestyle. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button or the like button. Maybe leave a comment. Automatically enter yourself into the monthly swag bag drawing. Each month, I pick out a couple of sticks, print up a couple of shirts, might send those directly to your house. I'm excited to blow this Lavida Cigar Club exclusive, courtesy of my homie smoker friend Lou over at Cigar Lounge USA. What up, though? This is the Lavida Habana limited edition. Let's get into it. I want to welcome all my smoker friends to Blowing the Budget. Here we highlight those budget-friendly cigars, as well as those premium sticks that appears on everybody's wish list. Today we blowing on Lavida Habana. This is a limited edition and also a Lavida Cigar Club exclusive. Coming in a 6x53 Toro. Right off the bat, I'm picking up a little chocolate, some strong coffee notes, and a little bit of pepper on the retro tail. Shout out to my cigar bro, Lou, over at Cigar Lounge USA for the sample pack. Definitely looking forward to getting into these Lavida Habanas. Now, Nick Cyrus is the master blender over at Lavida Habana. This is an exclusive cigar, which is primarily made for a private clientele throughout the Middle East, Asia, and Europe. But not until recently has this exclusive cigar become available in U.S. markets. Look at the return on that draw. Now this is a rich, medium to full body cigar with cedar, earth, chocolate, and some peppery spice notes that you should pick up. Now, of course, every smoker is different, but this is just a gauge of what you can expect when you're smoking a Lavida Habana limited edition. Now, we're definitely tipping the budget at $12. Once again, this is a Lavida Cigar Club exclusive. So you can go on to LavidaCigarClub.com. Look this up. The Lavida Habana limited edition. Of course, there are others, but so far, I'm thoroughly enjoying this smooth, complex transition. Like I said, you're getting pops of chocolate, pops of coffee, back and forth. And now I'm picking up a creamy afternote on the retrohale. We started out with a little peppery retrohale, and the pepper is still there. However, there's a creamy afternote. So you're getting a little pepper if you breathe in, you'll get a sense that you're smelling cream, if that makes sense. All right, y'all, so about 15 minutes in, I dropped or lost my ash. But of course, we still have an even burn. Look at that. A nice white, not red or gray. Really nice and hot burn. But you don't get that on your lips. And of course, it's always better to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. That's why we smoke them naked. Taking a closer look at this medium to full body cigar, you're looking at a Lavida Habana wrapper, and it also contains an exclusive blend of Nicaraguan, Brazilian, and Peruvian tobaccos, which make up the filler and binder. I'm not sure exactly how that equates into, I guess, percentage of tobacco, but of course you can see that there is very little veining. There is some there, but it's not a lot. And the color is definitely a beautiful deep brown, and there is really no seam to see, if that makes sense. There's a seam closer to the top here, but that spiral does only carry down so far. A few days ago, social media experienced a shutdown of epic proportions, all due to a whistleblower speaking out against the ethics of handling the social network. Look, y'all, I got the skinny on what really went the fuck down. One of my sisters at a Leaf shut down the social web space. She in Facebook jail right now, but we gonna get you out, baby. We gonna put some money on your books. Keep your head up, girl. What was you doing when the social internet space shut down? Or did you even notice? Leave some comments below. We're gonna talk some shit about that. All right, y'all, we getting halfway into it. And right now I'm picking up a very overwhelming creamy texture on my palate, as well as with the retrohale. At the beginning, we started out with a peppery note on the retrohale, and of course there was the chocolate coffee transition. That chocolate coffee transition is now a strong cocoa flavor, which may attribute to the creamy texture that I'm getting on my palate right now. Of course, there is a pepper note that kind of sits on the back of my tongue, but it's not like a hot sauce Tabasco type pepper. It's just a lingering, I guess, mild jalapeno, if that makes sense. I speak about it in many of my videos. Retrohale. You're puffing the stick. We don't inhale. Hold some of the smoke in your mouth so that you can gain a sensation on your tongue and on the sides of your cheeks, however long that is for you. Once you feel that sensation, you can now release that smoke, holding the last portion so that you can channel that to be released through your nose. There, you'll be able to distinguish specific flavors in whatever you've chosen to smoke. Here's a demonstration. And that's where you realize that creamy pepper that comes through. And I'm also kind of picking up a little cedar note right now as we get into the halfway. There is a little bit of uneven burn as we get to the half, which Only means that I need to rest the stick. Might have been puffing too much, trying to get that amber nice and regulated, kind of even it out a little bit. But we're going to let that sit, let the body rest, and maybe go refill the drink. Now, in its resting position, this cigar is virtually smokeless. There is a very light stream of smoke coming from the cigar, and it's filling the dungeon with a pleasant coffee bistro type smell. However, I am noticing some cedar notes in the dungeon. Of course, I kind of picked that up in the flavor profile, but of course it's also pleasant to pick it up in the ambient air as well. Alright y'all, we are approaching half and we've lost another ash. So this is definitely a delicate smoke. It's a smooth smoke and a slow smoke. We've been at this for about, I want to say about 45 minutes. And we're just getting to the halfway point. So if you're looking for a medium to full body cigar that offers a nice chocolate coffee note and not a lot of pepper, I would definitely recommend adding the Lavida Habana, limited edition Habano, to the box. This is not a very complex cigar, but you will enjoy the transitions between chocolate, cocoa, and coffee. So each puff yields something different. And now that we're getting into the half or getting through half, the cedar note is kind of picking up, and there's a earth tone that I get way back in the foreground. I would imagine this to be an excellent morning stick as the chocolate cocoa transition kind of plays back and forth. I can only imagine what that would do with a nice cup of coffee in the morning. Shout out to all of my sisters of the leaf, my smoke angels, my smoking hot queens, and I definitely can't forget about my pretty girls. One of my sisters of the leaf brought up a very interesting question. I wanted to get your opinion on it. So if you have an opinion, let's talk some shit about this. Leave some comments below, let me know what you think. Her question was, why are cigar lounges becoming more club-like? And what can we do to, I guess, get them back to their original social environment in which it was intended? Kind of like socializing without the DJ and the pool tables. Now there are two caveats to that question. To the first question, why are lounges becoming more club-like? Lounges are basically attracting the new smoker, those less seasoned smokers that still want the club life. They still need the DJ, the disco lights, and the loud music. Those lounges are more concentrated on liquor sales rather than cigar quality and quantity. So those lounges, you're only going to get the popular sticks. You're only going to see the Olivas. You're only going to see the popular Drew Estate, or whatever the flavor of the month, popularity-wise, is. The second caveat is ownership. These cigar lounge owners are watching the popular shift in cigar lounge culture. A lot of the cigar lounges that aren't being supported, that have the quality selection, have to resort to having a DJ, maybe adding a pool table and creating liquor sales so that they can compensate for the lack of sales in the humidor area. So this is why it becomes so important for us to support our local brick and mortar lounges where we feel comfortable. So if you need the DJ and the pool tables and the disco lights and the dance floor with the liquor, go and have that. But if you need the quiet conversation and a good playlist, then there are lounges for that particular consumer. I'm from the rule of thought of it's ultimately my decision. If I want to go and do DJ and disco lights, that's what I may be in the mood for. However, there are lounges where you can actually sit in leather chairs, meet new people, make interactions and new business contacts, maybe network. Of course, those lounges are few and far between, but they are in existence. However, many lounges of that caliber are transitioning to the DJ club life simply because we're not sitting in those leather chairs and having those conversations and making those network connections. So definitely support your local brick and mortar. You definitely will experience some great conversation, some quality cigars, and a wonderful selection. Now we approaching the last third, getting through hefty part of half, and a woody note, that cedar that we had in the beginning or the beginning of half is kind of, I want to say it's subdued in my palate. However, I still smell it in the dungeon. That chocolate, cocoa, coffee transition has kind of become subdued and it's turning into a earthy mode. I'm getting a little moss type flavor in this stick, which is kind of pleasant mixture because the transition is taking place in real time with each puff. But I'm also kind of fascinated at the slow burn. This is definitely a good football Sunday stick. So if you out in the lounge and you watching your favorite football team, definitely add one of the Lavida Habanas to your selection for the day. Now, I'm no professional by any means. However, I do enjoy the opportunity to share with my smoker friends those sticks that I enjoy, as well as those that I don't. As far as the Lavida Habana limited edition, this is a Provada Cigar Club exclusive. It peaks the budget at about $12, but of course, $2 extra for such a quality stick. I definitely will be looking into getting a box of these. So, Lou, I'm about to hit you up. I need a box of these ASAP. Now, to be honest with you, they classify this as a medium to full body cigar. Okay, that's a nice little spectrum to play in. But as we get through half and into the final third, it's starting to become a little more full and a little less medium. What I mean is, those flavors that I picked up in the beginning have transitioned into something almost totally different getting into the first third. I'm picking up the earthiness, and as I said before, that is a moss. Moss would be moss, what it smells like. If you can associate that smell with a particular flavor, that will help you understand in greater detail what you're smoking. I try to associate those things I taste. I try to associate a smell with it. Or if I smell something that's mouth-watering or tasty, I try to associate a flavor with that. A prime example, if citrus is an attractive fragrance to you, your mouth may begin to salivate if anyone peels an orange in your vicinity, or if you see lemons, your mouth may begin to salivate. Or better yet, if you go over grandma's house any given Saturday before she's going to church on first Sunday, she's gonna make that Sunday service pound cake with the lemon drizzle. Yeah, if you smell that baking in the oven at grandma's house, you can almost taste it. That kind of association, that will help you discover the nuances of different flavor profiles of whatever you choose to smoke. All right, y'all, I kind of need your help. The soundtrack for this video is a compilation of different versions that I would like to enter into a music production contest. So I'm going to need your help. There are 3 compositions that make up this video. Help me pick the best one to submit. 1, 2, or 3. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Well, y'all, we are approaching the last third. Not quite at the home stretch, but we are approaching nonetheless. As we get into the last third, the cocoa, chocolate, coffee transition that we enjoyed in the first half has kind of subdued it. Right now, I'm picking up a lot of earth tone and mineral in my palate. My mouth is actually watering, which is a great thing. You don't want to have a cigar that kind of dries your mouth out. If you like that kind of thing, you may enjoy those type of sticks, but I enjoy more palatable, mouth-watering flavors. And this is definitely doing exactly what it set out to do, creating a lot of salivation in my mouth, which is enjoyable, as I said before. The earth tone and the mineral it's kind of punchy, but of course you can definitely realize that the coffee, chocolate, cocoa thing has disappeared, and this is now the bust your ass portion of the stick. It is now ramping up to a full flavor or a full-bodied cigar, but the body is earth and mineral. So you're getting a mouthful of moss flavor, the woody texture. There is some cedar note that I still pick up, but that is fading as well as the earth and mineral taste forward, front, and center. Well, y'all, we lost the ash. So this is definitely not a recommendation for my fat ash smokers. Shout out to y'all. This is a very delicate cigar. Its quality in its construction is very firm. And I'm kind of picking up the hiccups, which means I've been smoking too fast. I'm probably, I want to say, a good hour and 5 minutes, maybe 10 into this cigar, and we're just getting into the last third. Whatever you're doing in this cigar lifestyle, y'all, make sure you keep it smoky. Let's not sweat this cigar shit too serious. and more importantly, have a conversation with a stranger at the cigar lounge or at the cigar club. Once again, this has been your boy Q Morgan in the building. Peace out.